Hello, recently at work I was given the task, allow users to embed YouTube and Vimeo videos into the application. Now, when thinking of embeds, I think of this feature. Go to Share, Embed, copy the embed HTML into your application's HTML, and it would render this kind of embedded video. Vimeo has the same. You go to Share, Embed, and here's the embed code that you can put into your HTML. But I don't want to allow users to paste any random iframes into my application. I want them to just be able to paste URL to Vimeo and YouTube, and based on this I'm going to resolve the iframe for their URL. I don't want to work on sanitizing iframes. I just want to get as input the URL, and I want to display the embedded iframe. But what is the right way to resolve the iframes for different providers? Well, I found this format called oEmbed. It was created by Cal Henderson, the co-founder and CTO of Slack, and the idea is that a media provider that allows embeds would have an API endpoint like Flickr services oEmbed, for example, would allow you to input the full URL to a media asset like a video, and it will give a JSON response with different data about this video. It can be just an image, it can be embeddable HTML for a video. So both YouTube and Vimeo use oEmbed. If you go to the inspector and search for oEmbed in YouTube, you get this link with type application JSON plus oEmbed, and here's the URL. And here we see the oEmbed API endpoint for YouTube. And in the end, we have the URL that is the URL of the video that we were just looking at. And you see we have this full response. There's the author name, there's the title of the video, there's even the thumbnail URL. Let's go with this thumbnail URL here. Here it is. And then there's this embed HTML for the YouTube video. And here, for example, in Slack, I just put in the YouTube video URL, and we get this title, we get the thumbnail. Let's refresh. Here's a thumbnail. I click, and you see it plays the embedded iframe. So I think Slack is using oEmbeds for this. Also, going to Vimeo, if I go to the inspector and search for oEmbed, again I have this link for the Vimeo API endpoint. You see the data is slightly different, but oEmbed documentation specifies what data keys it wants to accept. And again, here I have this HTML that gives me the iframe to embed this video from YouTube, from Vimeo. So I have different API endpoints for Vimeo and for YouTube, and I want to have one input field to resolve all of them and display the embedded iframe. Here's more or less what I built. So it's kind of already abstracted from the Rails application into a one-page application. I have this input field for a URL. I'm going to copy this URL, and here you see I determine that it is a YouTube video. I make the request to the YouTube oEmbed API endpoint. I get this payload. I pass this payload. I see the thumbnail URL. I display the thumbnail here. I have the embeddable HTML iframe. I embed it here, and you see I can play this video. If I change anything here, like change the title, you see there's no valid video at this URL, so nothing is displayed. It also works for Vimeo, so I'm going to paste the URL to the Vimeo video here, and you see I got this response. There are more data points here from the Vimeo video. I have also the thumbnail, and again I have the embeddable HTML player, and here's the embed code. So using just JavaScript, no Ruby, no Rails, I make these API requests. Let's have a look at the source code. So again, I just have an index HTML page, and a JavaScript file that could be easily converted into a stimulus controller. And whenever the user inputs a URL, first of all, I check whether it is a Vimeo URL or YouTube or anything else. I have this code here, so I check whether it's YouTube or Vimeo or something else, and based on this, I'm going to make an API call to the endpoint. So you see, YouTube, Vimeo, and in this case also have Vistia, have different API endpoints. I make the request, get the data, so this kind of data in JSON format, I parse it, and I pass this video data to display it in a rich format. So like this, when a user inputs a URL, he can in real time see whether he has a valid URL or if he has the right video URL, and he can see the player. And I think it's a good approach for displaying data that you would like users to kind of embed into the application. So if you would like users to allow to embed an iframe from YouTube or Vimeo or another application that allows kind of rich media like I don't know, podcast providers, you could see if they have support for oEmbed. You could make requests to the oEmbed endpoint and get their HTML for the embeds dynamically. The source code of this video is available here. I extracted it into a single page application. There's this index HTML, there's the JavaScript. I published it at oembed.superrails.com, and I published it with GitHub pages. So going to pages, you see oembed.superrails.com, and it works as a single page application.